Welcome back. Another worthless months. I am your host, Score the Dog Butcher, back again to shine the light on this horrible dog culture. Busy week for me. A lot of things happening. Been trying to, you know, produce something. I kind of did on the side a little bit. Haven't had the chance to upload it. I may upload it before or after this. Who knows? But nevertheless, I'm back again to, you know, put dog hatred on the airwaves. A lot to share today. A lot, in my opinion, it's a lot of things that have been going on in this dog culture that has been, it doesn't get as much media attention. The media may cover it, but it's like a blurb. It just goes under everyone's radar. No one pays attention to it. But, I do. I'm always watching, always looking for dog nuttery and to, shine the light on it so people can see and hear a different perspective regarding this dog culture. Because in this dog culture, and since forever. Oh, there's one more thing I wanted to show I did not do, but anyways, but forever, dog culture, dog owners, whatever, they've been getting away with their dog nuttery. Getting away with it. Even if something they do that is so ridiculous, so inappropriate, unacceptable, they are able to get away with it. Dogs are able to get away with it. And this blame the owner crap is just a trickery, a manipulation for people and dog nutters, for people and dog nutters to divert the blame or the fault or to see the problem. So instead of blaming the dog, it is now pretty much, I would say, natural to blame the owner for what the dogs did or do. But the funny thing is this, what about stray dogs? What about stray dogs? No, you hear and see no blame there. Like there no one blames anything. Nothing happens with them. But as long as this dog has an owner, that's when, we can blame the human. But when dogs themselves, as stray dogs, cause problems by themselves, no one blames a dog anyways. They just shrug and move on. But don't worry, never fear, Gore the Dog Butcher is here. So another thing I wanted to show, one second. One second. I gotta go and find it. I found it very I don't know. Disturbing isn't the right word, but I found it. I found it just like I did not know this happened. I did not know this type of thing happened throughout the years. And this is sort of relates to dog culture. You'll see in a second. So apparently, I didn't know this. I did not know this. It is called breaching. Was the occasion when a small boy was dressed in breeches or trousers. From the mid 16th century until the 19th or early 20th century, young boys in the Western world were unbreeched and wore gowns or dresses until an age that varied between 2 and 8. So we had, or even have, boys back then wearing dresses. They're wearing dresses. They're wearing what we would think are, girls' clothing. And you're asking, what does that have to do with dog culture? But I just observe the pictures. Absorb the pictures and tell me what you see in these pictures. And some of these are going back to the 16th century. No, is it 16th century? 16th, yeah, 16th century or 15th century. So here, another boy wearing a dress, a gown. And we have another two boys wearing dresses. You can see in this picture, I didn't notice the first time, but this squirrel is on a leash. Another boy in a dress. Another boy in a dress. Tell me what you see in these pictures. I'm not going to call it out, but tell me what you see. This is from 1637. We have, apparently all these are boys, and they're all wearing dresses. Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. I did not know this happened. I did not know this was a thing back in the day. Again, tell me what you see in these pictures. It's another boy in a dress. What do you see in these pictures? This is another boy. In a dress. Another. What do you see in these pictures? Another. These are apparently. Okay, one is a boy, one is a girl. And these, you'd think these are like female clothing. It looks like it. I'm just saying. What do you see in these pictures? This is from 1769. German boy. Not so much. Not so much. This is a boy. And this, you would think this is a woman's gown. Another one. Another one. I thought there were more. Wait a minute. I thought there were more when I last checked. See? This is the US of A's former president Franklin Roosevelt, age 2, in a dress and girl shoes. But yeah, I hope you guys saw what I saw in these pictures. I'm not gonna say what it is. And people will say, "Oh, you're not PC." Oh well. Oh well. But anyways, first thing I want to share that I found on Facebook. So apparently, this is a petition for those worthless mutts, Marshall and millions who died, and they use two different dogs. And Marshall Millions, this is them. This is what they look like. Hope you can see that. This is them. How did Marshall and Millions, these ugly things, become these? And they're having a petition. So this is, again, a lot of dog culture. Dog culture petitions, GoFundMe's are very suspect. Very, 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 very suspect. I say trust none of them. Especially ones where they find a dog tied up. 10 times out of 10, they are fake. You find a dog tied up, first thing you do, you're going to go film it from a distance as you're walking towards it. I don't know. Like, some of it's just too suspect. So anyways. On the Facebook, I might get whatever, but some things you just have to share. Like you just have to share. This is what they do. You go on YouTube, you see lions, slaughtering other baby animals. They're slaughtering other baby lions. The hyenas are eating baby lions. It's you see it all the time, and that's and in the comments, they say it's nature. That is nature. But when you show a dog attacking another dog, all of a sudden that nature doesn't exist anymore. If these are real animals, and they're attacking another dog, why is this inappropriate? Anyways, I'm gonna play the video. There's narration in the background. I believe. It's just weird how this dog culture gets a pass, gets excuses. Dog culture is so entitled. Not even the dog, it's the dogs. It's not even these dog owners that are get excuses. It's the dog. He's crazy. Oh man. Yet again, things are working before, and all of a sudden, nothing wants to work now. Things are frozen. Man, it's so frustrating. I really.
There is a smaller dog. Now in the white pitbull begin deal with this dog. For what? Eh? Look at that. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Look at. I won't lie, man. This particular video paid me. The aftermath of this video pained me because just watch, yo, just watch. See person they stand for gate, person if you can't separate. Maybe the person is scared, you know. And these two dogs, there is no match. I mean, they are not a match. You can just imagine. One is big, one is small. So what point is this guy trying to prove to this smaller dog? I don't know. They are not a match in any way. It's not as if there was even a competition or that one stood a chance until this woman came to, rescue that dog. See, just watch you. Just watch waiting this guy do this dog. I swear this one pay me. Look at. Can you see how immobile that dog is? Who knows whether it is going to survive this? This is painful. So I don't know. Let me ask you guys. Let's assume that this small dog is your own. and a pit bull came and did your dog this, what are you going to do to that pit bull? What are you going to do to the owner of that pit bull? Because I think we need to start holding the owners of these dogs accountable for their dog's actions. Just look at the dog is immobile. If he no survive, guys, see this other one. Oh, hey, my God. Ha! I'm on a wow.
1, 2, 3,
Just
4.
watch, guys. Just watch.
4 adults. 4 adults.
Look at this, oh. Look at this, oh. See what is happening here. Now, wow.
4 adults. Plus the cameraman. 5.
What
We'll
would
5
this
adults.
dog have done to this pit bull now to make it attack it this way? I just they try think and I'm reasoning what thing go don sup.
Look at the adult supervision here.
Agree. They try to use stick to pry its teeth away from the skin. The guy no agree. He still there. See you. Just watch you. Just watch you. Wahala no dey finish at all. You can see that this other dog is in pain. It is in serious pain. You can see it. Just be watching,
Its ugly face is pain enough.
I decided not to play the sound because the sound is very distressing. You'll be able to hear the yelping pain of this other dog.
That's what it is.
Look at it is screaming. It's just that I removed the sound, but this other dog is screaming. It's really, really screaming in pain. Come on. All this, I don't know. All these pit bull owners need to be held accountable because I think you should be able to control your dog.
4.
You should be able to train your dog in such a way that if you call its name, whatever it is doing, it will stop. So I think it is bad training, bad parenting from these dog owners. Just look at what is happening here. See. He no angry leave him.
4.
He no angry leave him at all.
And dog nuts are like supervision. You gotta supervise your dog. But there's
the other
4
dog is in
grown
pain.
men.
I mean, imagine the bite and finally, he still wants to go and meet him. He still won't go meet him. He no angry. He no angry at all. See the way they are trying to. Wow. The man is trying to put the collar back in its neck.
Man should have a knife. And
the dog removed its collar to show you the kind of aggression where he been there with. I'm on our guys. Share your opinions.
Like a responsible owner, he just walks away. Doesn't even. So there you have it. It's funny how, like I said, YouTube, you're gonna find videos of lions attacking baby calves, other animals, and it's fine. It's nature, but you apparently you can't seem to show this type of stuff of dogs attacking other dogs. How could something like lions? I'm not saying it should be blocked. I'm not saying that, but to be able to post some things like this of dogs attacking dogs, you're gonna say it's gonna be called too graphic, too dangerous, too vile, whatever. But isn't this nature? Isn't this what? Aren't they real animals? Why can't we show real animals, dogs, real animals like dogs attacking each other? But it is what it is. I'm gonna show it anyways. Enough of this hiding and being so agile or whatever, and to like beat around the bush all the time, man. Like let me show what these dogs do. Let me show you what these dogs do. And I should have said something else about that. Again, with these pit bulls, when they attack a dog or people, anything, they chomp down and they shake. they chomp, and they shake. So you can imagine how these children, babies, what happens when a baby, a child, is attacked by these things. They're getting bitten, and that pit bull is shaking them. What's that? The illness called shaky baby syndrome. You're not supposed to shake a baby because, again, that could be very deadly. Could be very harmful to a baby. Now, when a pit bull does it, they do it at a force that is bad, like very bad. And like most, a lot of these babies, children, don't survive because, again, the pit bull, they bite and they shake hard. They bite and they shake hard. And like we just seen, 4 grown men couldn't release the thing. So imagine that being your child with one responsible adult trying to get their worthless mutt off of a child. It is just it's hard to imagine. People don't want to imagine those things, but that's the reality. And we can't always keep beating around the bush. I know I do it in the past, but sometimes it's annoying to keep beating around the bush. First off, there's no such thing as old dog news. Whether something is a month old, 2 years, that's my new rule. There's no such thing as old dog news. Every dog news, whether it's from today, from 20 years ago, it is going to be relevant, and it still matters. It still matters. And it matters because the dog problem still continues to this day, and nothing is done. Dogs have been attacking children left to right. Nothing is done. Dogs are annoying people. Nothing is done. It's just too much. And we can't say, since it's 20 years old or whatever, we should just ignore it. No, it's still relevant today. In this article, fireworks and overbooked vets, the time to get your dog's calming medication for the July 4th is now. So, I know this is for a while ago, but nevertheless, they want for dog nuts to medicate their dog because the fireworks are about to blow. I was on an ad on Facebook, and also they dogs also get stressed out when they travel, and they have medication for dogs to take when you travel. And I wrote, dogs need medication. I said dogs are stressed out for everything. Dogs get stressed out for the weather, for fireworks, for being alone, for being around people, being around children. It's just too much. And I said, dogs are unfit to be on this earth. We have real animals out there living outside from A to Z. And yet, they all seem to make it. We have real animals living in the winter months from, let's say, I'll call it from, sometimes I say November is winter. As long as it snows, that's when winter starts. So from like November to say early April-ish, these animals are living in the cold, and they do very, very well. Very well. So why are these dogs struggling? They have everything handed to them, plus medication, but yet they're still stressed out. They still get anxiety, still got to do all these stuff and prep, and come on, I just wish these dog nuts can admit that these dogs are worthless. Please admit it. Admit that these dogs are worthless. in Calgary, I may have done this, but look how small this is. And plus, this was in July the 3rd. It is now July the 23rd. And this is all we have. This is all we have regarding the story. Young child is fighting for their life after they were attacked by dogs. The police came. It was 2 Rottweilers attacking the 7-year-old child. Both was taken to hospital. The worthless mutts were seized. The end. That's it. It's been 20 days. 20 days. But no update. This is it. This is how it ends. And this is what I'm talking about. The media. City News is pretty big down in Canada. Pretty big media. They cover it, but it's so small. It's so small. And they're going to have more content, and they're going to care more about the Barbie movie. They're going to care more about Elon Musk. They're going to care more about I think these things are important. They're going to care more about the weather. I mean, I think weather is just so overrated. Like, so overrated. But a child getting attacked by a dog 20 days later, where's the update? Nothing. Just like that. Just like that. In this video, these dog nuts, they incriminate themselves, which is nothing new. We see it all the time. Not just incriminate, they let people know how stupid they are. They let people know how stupid dog culture is. Woman explains why people need to get rid of beware of dog signs on their property. So it's, again, only in dog culture. Only in dog culture you can admit to something. You can admit to something, but at the same time, you're not admitting it, if that makes sense. So this person says, I'm trying to find the video. I want the video. I want to go to another website. Damn it. Anyways. But in the caption it says, if you put a sign up on your property that says beware of dog, that means you know that your dog is potentially aggressive. And therefore, it could make you liable for anything that happens. So they're aware that aggressive dogs exist. They're aware that dangerous dogs exist. They are aware that, hey, my dog is dangerous. They know that. They know that. But they don't want other people to know that. And even if they know their dog is aggressive, they're still going to say the dog isn't aggressive. The dog is nice. The dog is friendly. And potentially could attack somebody, and therefore it could make you liable for if anything happens. If you're nervous about people coming into your house, get a security camera. No trespassing signs say it all without telling them anything about anything. Let's see this. According to Daily Dot, laws in the United States against dog bites differ from state to state, including one bite rule, which apparently determines if the first bite from the dog on your property grounds is for legal action or if the owner gets a pass. Legal experts claim that many factors like state laws, motives of being on the property, history of the dog, and other factors determine liability. But again, it doesn't matter. Property or not, these dogs attack everywhere. These dogs don't care where they are; they're going to attack. But again, the point is, these dog nuts can admit to something, but then say that's not true, even though they know it is, but they will play like it's not. It's so confusing because we have this person knows that whatever their dog is dangerous. They put a beware of dog sign. And this lady or someone says, don't put that there. That means you're going to be liable if something happens. So they know something can happen. They know someone can get hurt. They know this. They know this. They know their dog is aggressive. They all know it. So what? So why aren't they at least getting the thing trained? Like these dog nuts say. Why aren't these owners keeping their nut in line, in check, controlling their dog? But no, they'll put up a beware of dog sign. If not, they will ignore. They will ignore, pretend to ignore, or at least act like they're ignoring that their dog is aggressive. It's just so confusing. It's very confusing. Very confusing. And you don't even have to be on their property for the thing to attack you. That's the thing. It doesn't matter if you're on their property or not. If someone has beware of dog sign, hey, most people be like, I'm not going there. I'm not coming into your house. But would that actually prevent someone from being attacked? No. As we know, these things can escape from homes. Escape, and find someone to attack and kill. So many stories of this. So many. And I think, the beware of dog sign is actually good because it keeps people away from that person and their house and their dog. It does. And these dog nuts rather not have you put that sign up, have someone wander on their property for whatever reason and get attacked, and then they will act like they did not know their dog is aggressive when they knew they were aggressive. They know it. But in dog culture, gotta lie. You gotta play stupid. Got to play very, very stupid. And it's very confusing. Very confusing how dumb these dog nuts can be. Man, I don't get it. And speaking of beware of dog sign, as I just said, you don't have to be on someone's property to be attacked. Dog mauls baby to death after breaking into neighbor's house. Do you think a beware of dog sign on your house prevented this? No. A newborn girl has died, a newborn. And like I just said earlier as well, whether this is a pit bull or not, I'm not sure yet. These things will bite down and they are going to shake. Newborn. The neighbor's dog entered her home and attacked her. The child was at home with her family when the attack occurred Thursday in Cuta in Colombian state of Cundinamarca. The breed of the dog is unknown, which is likely a pit bull, but it's thought to have escaped from its owner's home before breaking into the child's house. Authorities are investigating the attack and how the dog managed to enter the child's home. While the majority of dogs never attack humans, data from the U.S. Center of Disease Control and Prevention shows that 4 million people are bitten by dogs in the U.S. each year, with 1 in 5 bites requiring medical attention, according to the American Veterinary Medical Association. It's very rare for a dog to bite to result in death. That's what they said. but children being more likely to be seriously injured or killed than adults. And they say 33. Who knows that number? One too many. And they add, the tragic tap comes only weeks after a pit bull attacked 3 children, 12, 16, in the Colombian town of Engativá on June 28. And I ask, how are these? Okay, I'm not gonna say. I don't know how. I don't know how they're living, but like, how do who's giving everyone these pit bulls? That's the question. Damn. He has bites on the groin and buttocks. Man. Like I said, beware of dog sign. Does nothing. If these things can bust into your home, it means nothing. It really doesn't mean anything. As long as you have a dog, danger is around. Newborn. And I discussed earlier that these dogs chomp and shake. Newborns, the shaky, probably search it. Bear with me. Spelled it wrong. Thing is so slow. No, internet. What? I'm sorry. Whatever. This is so awkward. This is so awkward. This is very awkward. Anyways. $1 million lawsuit. Mother and child mauled by an emotional support pit bull at Portland Airport sues. Civil lawsuit seeking $1.1 million. Gotta be more than that. Has to be more than that. 1.1, that's it? I'll say at least 6 million at least. Then you got the lawyer fees, all that. Come on, 6 million. It was filed last week by the mother of the 5-year-old child who was mauled in the face by an unconfined emotional support pit bull at the Portland International Airport in 2017. This is quite a long time. The lawsuit was filed in, I'm not going to pronounce that, and named multiple defendants, including dog owners Michelle Brennan, who should have known that her pit bull possessed vicious propensities. The Port of Portland and Alaska Airlines. The lawsuit claims that the Port of Portland is at fault for following a dangerous emotional support animal into the airport and to pass through security with the dog being in a crate. The lawsuit also claims the Alaska Airlines is at fault for allowing Brennan to bring a dangerous ESA into the gate waiting area where the attack happened when the dog was not a trained service worthless mutt and was not crated, muzzled, or otherwise restrained from attacking a person. I think this is good. And this is quite a while. I think this is good. I just hope they win and get more. And other airports take notice and say, hey, no more pit bulls in our airports, on our planes. None whatsoever. Just none. And hey, that's what I call progress. That's what I call progress. We shouldn't be allowing these dangerous, worthless mutts on airplanes, mind you. We should not be allowing them on airplanes. This is a weapon, guys. Pit bulls are a weapon. They are a weapon. And they are apparently allowed on airplanes when you're miles high in the air. And at least, I don't know, I'm taking a wild guess and saying at least one person on each flight has some kind of fear of flying. One person is nervous as heck. At least one. And you're going to bring a pit bull on an airplane. And it's not like pit bulls are essential. They're not. I mean, we're born without them. We've strived without them. So we don't need them. Like, we don't need pit bulls. And you want to keep pushing their pit bull propaganda. This is what's going to happen. A lot of lawsuits are going to happen. I hope businesses, take notice and say no to pit bulls. And I say, fudge it's how you train it. Just say, who cares? I just say you're not interested in their talking points. You're not interested because you've seen what has happened over and over again. You've seen it. We've all seen it. We have heard stories. So these talking points of it's how you train it. It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter. For progress, just say no to pit bulls. Just say no. Say no pit bulls allowed. And to say you don't care. What can a pit bull nut do when someone says no? They're gonna use their aggressive pit bull against people? Like that's dumb. When a pit bull attacks someone or another dog, pit bull owners tend to flee. They just leave. They leave. They run out of there. So when you say no to pit bulls, then they have pit bull nutters have the capability of just walking away. Because when their pit bull attacks someone or another dog, they walk away. They're out of there. So when you say no pit bulls, they have the ability, they have the power, the control to just walk away. No more pit bulls. No more. Bully breeds or whatever you want to call them. But again, I'm down for all dogs. What the heck is this? Yeah, so just a heads up. What am I doing here? Okay, fine. I'll talk about it a little bit. So just reading this, area students are among the most disadvantaged in California. So I've been watching, I think, teaching therapy and videos of teachers, quitting being a teacher because of behavioral students, because of lack of support from the board, from the principal, lack of support from teachers, from the parents. And I'm hearing that even when students don't do the work, don't listen, teachers still have to pass them. So a student could not do anything in the class, and that teacher is going to be forced to pass that student even though they did nothing. I always knew there was a dumbing down agenda going on, maybe when I was in grade 3, because I walked into that classroom and I just thought the children were just stupid. I just thought they were dumb. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's a link between horrible education and this dog culture. You have to be dumb to be a dog nutter. And just from the stories that I'm hearing, and I'm not saying the students are dumb or whatever, maybe they are, but the system, this is in America. The American education system, from what I'm hearing from that video from various guests, it sounds like they're producing a bunch of a dumb generation. And I would not be surprised if there is a link between stupidity and owning a dog. Would not be surprised if there was a link between being dumbed down and owning a dog. And what I'm hearing, a lot of these teachers, I mean, not all, a lot of, I guess, say the school board, the school system, educational system, they don't seem to care for the children. They don't. From what I'm getting, they don't seem to care about that. But I would not be surprised if they care more about dogs than children's well-being, education. And I know it probably varies from place to place. Some schools have it great, some schools have it worse, some schools are just the shits. But I would not be surprised if a lot of these schools that are at the bottom, where they just don't care for the students, I wouldn't be surprised if they care more about dogs than students. Would not be surprised. But anyways, going off topic a lot today. Just a heads up, look to the future, people. Say hi to Palm Springs' new most popular politician, its first canine mayor. This is what could be coming to every city and town, country near you, where you're going to have a dog as a mayor. I'm not, hey, I didn't make this up. It's first canine mayor. And like I've say in a lot of videos, they start small and they just explode. Like this dog culture started off probably very small, not as big and stupid as it is now, but it exploded into this. We have dogs as a mayor. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. This is pure dog nuttery. This is the dog nuttery I talk about. Does Buddy, excuse my language, does this worthless mutt have a platform? Worthless mutt promises to spread smiles. Did that dog say that? Laughter and joy. Did this dog say that? Come on, people. Let's be smart. Did this dog say it's going to spread smiles, laughter, and joy while educating residents about... So this dog is going to educate residents about its breed? No. They're again, this goes to show you how the education system in America, from what I'm hearing, has failed America. And I'm Canadian, mind you. And I'm telling you, just a short while, that the educational system has failed the children. They have failed them. if they're dumbed down, imagine the future. Their future is pretending and acting as if a dog is saying things like it's going to promise smiles and all this shit. 100% bullshit. Not fun. I don't care if this is a joke or fun. It is bullshit. Shaky syndrome. As I'm saying, I think it was shaky syndrome or something. Yes, shaking syndrome. Essential tremor is common movement disorder that involves a tremor in both hands and arms during action when standing still. Oh no, it's not what I wanted. Syndrome as baby. Shaking syndrome, baby. Shaken baby syndrome. It's also known as abusive head trauma, shaken impact syndrome, inflicted head injury, or whiplash, shaken infant syndrome. Shaken baby syndrome destroys a child's brain cells, prevents his or her brain from getting enough oxygen. This form of child abuse can cause permanent brain damage or death. So when a dog bites down on a child, it's going to bite and then shake, causing this. And immediately, even before it, the I don't know. I think as a baby, it's a quick death. Maybe a little suffering. But that's what dogs do. Pit bulls, mainly. They bite and they shake. So that baby is not just experiencing pincers in its body. It is getting shaked and shooken. Not just once or twice, but repeatedly over and over. There are videos. There's a video of a dog, even though the dog was dead, the pit bull was still biting and shaking the thing over and over and over again. So that pit bull wasn't attacking the thing to eat. It was attacking it because that's what they do. They just attack for the sake of attacking. Some videos in the jungle, some of the predators are when they go up against a baby animal, from what I've seen, I'll say sometimes they'll just go for the quick kill, but a lot of times they will play with they will play around with the baby animal. They will play around with it. I think they have some sympathy. They'll just play around with the baby before for killing and eating the baby animal. And I think that's that shows that these animals have some kind of sympathy. They have some, even though they're a deadly predator, they have some sympathy for a baby animal. But these dogs, none. And a lot of times they're not attacking and killing to eat. They just do it because that's what they do. They just kill, kill, kill. They're killers. They are bloodthirsty killers. Wait a minute. All right, so this video, a man is getting attacked, and what I want to bring up is You remember how a lot of dog experts say if you're gonna get attacked, stand still like a tree. But throughout this video, this guy is standing still, but the thing is still going after him. So watch and see for yourself. And that's the worthless dog owner. Can't do shit. Pretty worthless. The guy's standing pretty much still, not wanting any trouble.
Oh! Oh! What the hell?
Owner is worthless. Owner cares more about her wig.
Get up, bruh!
It's not a wig. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. So the guy is standing his ground, not. See,
Hey, bro, get up, bro. Hey, bro, get up, man. Get up and walk off, bro.
The other guy is just sitting there doing nothing. This guy's doing nothing. See, he's just standing there.
Hey, bro, start walking, man.
But they say stand like a tree, though. No, stand like a tree.
Man,
Stand like a tree. See, he's standing like a tree. Look. Who wants this? Now he does something.
What the fuck?
Stand like a tree. This guy's like, go walk. No, he has to stand like a tree.
Good, man? All right, son.
Dognuttery for you, man. These worthless people, man. The guy was just sitting there watching.
That's wild as hell.
This lady is worthless.
I'm just trying to help, Miss Lady. Nah, I want to do that just in case they bit him. No. This ain't going on nothing like that. I'm trying to protect him.
Supervision. And remember, they say supervision. Supervision. Man, oh man. Hope you guys saw. I don't even know if. Can you guys see that on this thing? I don't know if it's full screen on OBS. Come on. Yeah, you can. Never mind. It's all good. Oh, man. How about this nonsense? Sweet boy stops to hug every stray dog he passes on his way to school. Many people's routines would vastly improve if they got to hug a dog on their way. You're crazy. Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Regina Sienra. Gosh, she crazy. She says many people's routines would vastly improve if they got to hug a dog on their way to work or school. This boy named Abram was leading by example, and doing so, he has warmed the hearts of thousands around the globe, except for mine, because this is suspect. This is. The 30-second clip is a powerful statement of a boy's love for all canines. It was filmed in 2001, mind you, by a resident in a nearby building. The footage begins with a boy giving a dog a hug and petting the pooch's friend with a smile on his face after walking away. And they say if there's one takeaway from Abram's action it is that something as simple as a hug can brighten someone's day. Did it brighten up these dogs' day? These filthy dogs. Let's see what this is all about. Music. You didn't hear that. No one heard that. This is disgusting. Oh my goodness. You see what the dog's doing? And he's touching them? No, stop. What are you doing? What are you doing? So he's on it. So this boy's on his way to school, touching dirty dogs. He's going to school. So he's going to be cross-contaminating with everyone else. And people call this cute. This is disgusting. They're dirty. This is disgusting. They look filthy. Even in this bad quality, you can see how filthy these things are. I wouldn't be surprised if they're actually leashed up or something. They're so worthless. Look how worthless they are. In this 30-second clip, you can see how worthless these dogs are. Watch it one more time. I want to watch that one more time. It's disgusting. Oh, the dog again. We just talked about this in the other video. Never mind. The dog turns his head away. It's a warning sign. If the dog turns his head away, it's a warning sign. You can't see the warning signs when his head is here. Look where his head is, and work with the dog. He can't see the warning signs. It's disgusting. Very disgusting. What's time we're at? Ooh, almost done. Yeah, not gonna watch the video, but this is just about these hunters again. This is on Facebook, and I'm not lying that Facebook is okay with real animals getting killed. They're fine with that. But apparently you can't talk about it in regards to dogs. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that you could actually show people killing defensive animals for no reason. But I can't even say eliminate dogs. Because I did once. I did that. I did once. I get banned. I get put into Facebook jail. But these people are allowed. These people are allowed. Look at all the videos. Not going to watch, but look. All the videos of hunting real animals. And that's okay, apparently. Man. And look at this. The hands that feed them. Even though these people are volunteering their time to help these worthless mutts, it doesn't matter. People attack at LA Animal Services shelter. Severely injures employee. Volunteer will new GM respond. Pitbull again attacked and severely injured a volunteer animal care technician. Man, again, I'm telling you, these things don't care if you're a child or if you're helping them. They don't see that, but these dog nuts are so deluded and brainwashed. They think dogs actually know that you're helping them. If that's the case, why would something like this happen? And keep in mind, these things don't have owners. So who are you going to blame? Oh, blame the shelter. We gotta stop diverting the blame against these dogs. That's one reason why dog culture is the way it is, because I'm not even saying we, but these dog nuts, they just are unable to point the finger at the dog. It's always at them or the owner or the victim. Like it doesn't make sense. When can these dogs ever be at fault for something? It's like they can't. It's like they can't be at fault for anything. Even if a therapy dog, so-called therapy dog, is trained by a human, drugged up by a human, they're going to give all that praise to the dog as if the dog chose to be a therapy dog. Nope. It is people forcing these things to do what they want them to do. But they will get praise. As long as it's positive, the dogs are going to get praised. As long as it's positive, all of a sudden, the dog gets all the praise. But as soon as it's something negative, like attacking someone, as soon as it's like negative, like attacking someone, it's never the dog's fault. The dog didn't do anything. It's just ridiculous. They also add, there's no mention in the kennel records on this dog after 1 month of impoundment of it being offered behavior modification before brutally mauled a volunteer that took it to a play yard, and a kennel attendant who attempted to stop the attack but didn't have a working radio. If this is just another way of saying the dog is too dangerous for the department to risk placing it in a home. So this will look what happened. This is what they said happened on Friday, June 30th. A volunteer got attacked by the worthless mutt. We ran towards where the yelling was coming from and noticed a volunteer in MK14 unable to exit the door due to the dog attacking her. Act went inside the kennel to help her out and starts getting attacked. I ran inside to get help due to not having a working radio and had to leave my coworker alone while getting attacked. Volunteer followed me outside to the kennel to help assist to get the dog off and proceeded to the back of the kennel to get the dog's attention. The dog eventually came back of cubby and closed guillotine. Let me read that again. Volunteer followed me outside to the kennel to help assist to get the dog off act. Proceeded to the back of the kennel to get the dog's attention and the dog eventually came to back of cubby and closed guillotine. Use caution. Dog bit a staff member and volunteer on June the 30th. The wounds were severe. Volunteer was given scrub to clean wounds on upper chest and hands. Her taking herself to urgent care. Was this mutt receiving behavior modification? Man, the things they do for these dogs, man, and it's not worth it. The shelter already admitted that with its entry, the dog okay, entry that this dog needs further behavior modification, as in conditioning, and was thus available to rescue, but there is no indication any type of modification program begun at the shelter. And this thing was in there for a month already. What modification could have guaranteed that this pitbull would not attack again, and why was she being offered for adoption to anyone? Because of money, money. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so there you have it. Yeah. I'm gonna end it. Um, sorry, I'm trying to change. Not sure why it's not changing. Why isn't it? Don't. I'm not sure why it's a black. Why is it a blank screen? Yeah, I'm not sure why it's a blank screen. But anyways, we're gonna head there anyways. A lot of dog nuttery going around still. A lot of attacks still. Just horrible. Horrible. And the fact that nothing happens, like nothing happens. And we just have to pretty much wait to the next one and just do nothing. It's just so annoying how dogs are entitled that they get a free attack card, like pretty much. They can attack whoever they want anytime they want, and we just have to just embrace it pretty much. Yeah. My head's out everywhere right now, so I'm just kind of out of it. So that's why I'm like keep shutting down a little bit. But anyway, another worthless mutt. Score the dog butcher, and remember, it's okay to hate dogs.